Howdy, folks. My name is Nick Dennis. I want to be your West Hempfield Township Supervisor, running as a Democrat this year. And I wanted to give you a quick overview of the July Board of Supervisors meeting. So, happened July 1st. Started off swearing in of a new officer. His name's Robert William, and he is a Hempfield local and graduated from the Reading Police Academy. So that was good to see. Then the supervisors introduced a new public comment policy, which I will read to you from my notes here. So, Resolution 725 passed unanimously 5-0. Chairman Dumeyer said that it was with the goal of trying to make public comment respectful and orderly. And so, all persons that wish to speak have to sign in with name and residency before the meeting, indicating that they are interested in speaking. There will be no more than 30 minutes set aside in a meeting for public comment, and each individual person will only get 3 minutes to speak unless they come in as a group, and then the spokesperson for the group will get an additional 3 minutes for a total of 6 minutes. At any point, the supervisors can call for a point of order to tell that the commenter is out of time after the 3 minutes is up. And they made it clear that public comment is not a Q&A session with the supervisors. They are not obligated to answer any questions. It is just a comment period. I found this very interesting, especially after Mark's comments from last meeting in June. Not so much in the complaints that Mark was bringing up, but just in the way that Kent said that he never checks his emails, and the other supervisors didn't seem to make themselves readily accessible to the public. So if they don't take questions during meetings and they're not terribly available, it begs the question, how does a concerned citizen get in touch with the board? That being said, there is a section on the West Hempfield Township website to submit complaints, and you can make a comment and the board might field your question, but just something to keep in mind of. I've been going to meetings this year since April, and I haven't seen that many public comments come. It's sort of the same typical type of people that are very involved in local politics that come and speak. But if you ever are interested in coming and speaking, I try to attend all of the Board of Supervisor meetings every month. So you're welcome to join me, and you'd have your 3 minutes to speak. So that was the first thing that they talked about at the meeting. Then they moved into request from new State Senator James Malone. He would like to have some office hours available at the township offices down here on Marietta Avenue, and so asked the board for that. They approved, although Rob did ask if we would be able to charge him for that, to which Chairman Dumeyer said we don't charge anyone for use of the municipal building, so we can't start now. Big news coming out of the city. Starting in 2026, Lancaster City is putting in a large stormwater pipe redundancy that's going to run down a large section of Columbia Avenue through West Hempfield Township. So look for some traffic delays and rerouting during that project. July 30th, the fire department is having a blood drive, and some food trucks will be there as sort of like a health fair. And also, in the township manager's report, Mr. Stern said that there's going to be a new township newsletter that will have ads in it from local businesses to save the township money. So I'm not sure that those will be sent out to households, but I do know that currently I want to say winter newsletter is still available on the township website. So that is something to, look for. We're all advocating here at West Hempfield Forward for more community events and a community calendar. So a township newsletter could be a good thing to look at. Then we had another opportunity for public comment, where Mark again aired his grievances, and no one else commented. There was, however, then the big thing of the meeting, which was a zoning text discussion request from UHAUL. So 3975 Columbia Avenue. Apparently, UHAUL bought many of the Kmarts in the area during their bankruptcy sale and has been putting in U-Hauls in the Kmarts. But here in West Hempfield Township, self-storage facilities are only allowed to use 40,000 square feet, which means that about half of that old Kmart is currently vacant. And U-Haul said that they've been trying to find retail partners to lease that extra space, and they haven't been able to find any. So they had a request to the board to add an amendment to the zoning to allow an adaptive reuse of existing buildings for self-storage up to 100,000 square feet. To which the board responded, absolutely not. When that sale was happening, you came to us and we discussed that there would not be the ability to put self-storage in the full space, use of space, to which the business owner felt like he was not wanted in the township. He felt like the board and the township manager said, quote, "We don't like you and we don't want you here," back when the original sale happened 4 years ago. The township manager, Andrew, said that they have gotten complaints at the township that people are upset that the U-Haul with all of their trucks and trailers parked out front looks trashy on a main road through West Hempfield Township, to which the business owner replied, "We have nothing but glowing reviews on our website, and it is the 41st most used U-Haul in the nation, and so there is huge demand for it to expand." To which the board responded, "There is a similar U-Haul facility that was just built in East Hempfield Township. There can't possibly be that much demand for self-storage," and ultimately said that they would not be interested in discussing changes to the zoning text amendment. So that was a bulk of the meeting. Then they did a few other odds and ends. They approved a special traffic event permit for Field of Screams during the month of October on Saturdays for extra traffic control measures, since there'll be lots of tourists and things going over to Field of Screams. And also we got a name for the combined fire rescue, which is the Iron Ridge Fire and Rescue. And there's going to be a new board that involves West Hempfield Township and Mountville Township members on the new board. And they appointed David Dumeyer and Barry Carter to join the new board from the West Hempfield Board of Supervisors. There was finally one small request from township staff that they wanted a food truck, a donut food truck, to be able to park in the municipal building parking lot during lunch hours, to which the board replied that they currently have no policies or procedures. And Rob Monroe said what seems to be his trademark phrase, that they want to avoid unintended consequences, and so they were not interested in making any snap decisions about food trucks until they could perhaps discuss a wider township-wide policy. In addition to, there was also a raise in parking fees from $15 to $25 in the township. Apparently, there are some people that found $15 to be a great bargain for 24-hour parking, and so the police chief recommended raising it to $25 to try and deter that. So that is what you missed at the July supervisor meeting. The next meeting will be not on the first Tuesday of the month, but rather the first Thursday, because Tuesday, August 5th, is National Night Out. And so they moved it to Thursday. And that's what you missed. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll talk to each other again real soon.